Yeah, pretty good. We can, we're starting to finally get some stuff where we get more reps at what we're putting in. It's a heavy install with obviously what we do on offense. And with those installs comes a little bit where you just got to learn by doing. You do everything in the meeting room, and finally you got to strap it up and learn and make mistakes on film and fix them. So we're starting to get in a little bit of balance.
And we knew your position was going to be pretty heavily involved in the offense, and it looks like that's the case here during camp. Just does that involve a lot of meeting room teaching with all the shifts and motions and shifts and then motions and all the stuff you guys are doing out there?
No question. I mean, it's taxing on us, and that's our offense, and we've got to take ownership in it. So the kids have. I mean, who wouldn't want a room that's highly involved in the offense wants to play? That's why you come here. That's why we want tight ends to come here and play at Purdue. So they're fired up, excited to be a part of it and be so heavily involved, but it takes some extra work at night when they go home back to the dorms, and obviously when we're in here meeting, it's a taxing meeting, I'll say.
What do you like about those top two guys, Gabe Holmes and Justin Sims? You feel like they can be pretty good weapons in this offense?
I do, for two different reasons. That's what I like about them. We're two different things. Gabe obviously can stretch the field and give us a dimension that he needs to give us and will give us, and then Justin's kind of a utility guy that's been really good at being able to motion, shift, move around, play multiple positions, and be kind of the dirty type guy that has to dig out guys on the backside and be front side and move around. So we've got a good dimension of two top guys, and we've got some other guys that are coming along too.
Yeah, Patrick Beatty has jumped in there with the first team at times when Gabe has been over on the sideline. What do you like about what he gives you?
Well, Beatty is a guy that is a do-it-all guy and is a Purdue guy through and through. He cares about this team more than himself, and is a guy that's obviously bigger. And he moved, originally started as he come off and walked on. He played O-line a little bit. And moving him out there, his size allows him. He can cover up some mistakes that some of our guys can't. When you're a little bit thinner and blocking some guys, when we block down and do some things, if you're not perfect fundamentally, it can cost you. Where Beatty can swallow some guys up because of his size. So I like that, and his ability to learn and care really helps him.
I know you haven't been around Carlos too long, but it seemed like his first year maybe took him a little while to kind of get it and kind of understand. Do you see that things maybe are starting? He's still a young guy, that things are maybe starting to click for him a little bit?
Sure, yeah. I mean, that's what everybody forgets. He's got a bunch of time left.
Yeah.
And when you see his size and dimensions, you think, well, he's a senior. I think everybody's perception, and he's a guy that's come and raw and undeveloped when he got here. And I think getting him from spring till now, he's getting it. And he's there's still immaturity there, and there's some things we got to work on, but he's making strides. Yesterday, he has a bad practice in the morning, and because of those same few demons that we fight, and then he comes back in the afternoon and bucks up to where I think in the spring he would have turned that into a 2 or 3 day ordeal. So I'm happy the way he's progressing. He's got to continue to play lower with leverage, as we all do, and he'll be there.
What do you think about Matt Burke's development?
Good. He's just typical high school player that's coming in that we're very proud to have here on campus. That's a little undersized, a little underweight, that we've got to continue to get in the weight room and get strong, and we're bringing him along. The thing I'm impressed with Matt is his ability to learn. He knows already has fast hands. I don't think I've ever been around a freshman, no matter what meeting room I've been in, to be able to answers and questions as quick as he has. He's getting it. He understands the offense. He studies. He learns. And you get a guy like that'll continue to progress and grow physically. He'll be fine.
Gabe said a while back your message in pre-season or pre-camp, just kind of we're done talking about potential, all that kind of stuff. Just go out and play. Just what were you hoping to get across to him there?
Exactly that. I'm not much. Wasn't raised and not much in sugarcoating anything or not being direct. I think everything's easy to understand. To be quite honest with him, we don't want anybody to really start talking about what if or he could be this or the future's bright. It doesn't. Reality's this: he caught 23 balls last year. He needs to catch a lot more balls than that and be consistent. He's going to make this football team great. He's going to make the offense great. He's going to make himself great along the way, and that's what we're looking for. He's got to grow and do those things, so there's no reason to talk about all the things he hasn't been yet. We're just going to be that, hold him accountable for everything, and he'll be there. 60
catches, I think, is what Coach Hazel set for him. I mean, is that kind of what you're looking for as well?
Yeah, I think that's a great target goal, and we'll do something. We'll count him later. We'll count him later. We'll count him in the season, but that's a good number. That's what he should have. That's what I expect him to have, and more importantly, that's what he better expect.
What do you foresee Beatty's role after a week of camp?
Yeah, he will have a huge involvement in our offense. There's no doubt about it, because he can do multiple things. But he's going to be certainly a short yardage guy. In our motions and shifts, he's going to be a huge low red zone guy and heavy run. But he's also he does a really good job, better than what you think, of being able to catch a ball in short space. A lot of our routes, a lot of our stuff we do with our spacing concepts, he does a good job in short space catching the football and getting it vertical. Beatty knows what he is. Does that make sense? Beatty knows exactly what his role. If we can get every player on our football team to understand what your role is, I mean that's more than half the battle, And he knows what he is. So he'll celebrate that.
You use a lot of 2 tight end sets and all that. I mean, is it conceivable that everybody on your depth chart is used at some point this year
Yeah,
because of the number that
At
is
some
on the field?
point, and then as Coach Shoop, our offense coordinator, he says all the time, the most important thing we can do as an offensive staff, as a whole unit football team, morale, and building morale really helps when you get guys involved on offense. You get multiple people involved in offense, so it helps not only our team meeting room, but it helps my meeting room, and it helps guys if they've got the ability to play and understand. We want to get them involved in our offense and get them out there and play.
You have to refresh my memory. Which special teams are you doing?
I
You did the most important play in football, right?
Yeah,
Right?
I'm punt block. I'm punt block. So
I thought you were punt.
punt
the
block,
other-
punt return.
Okay.
No. Coach Freeman's got the most important.
Okay. I
Yeah,
thought you had it.
he's
at
got
one time.
punt. No. Yeah, we name them, but yeah, we're having fun with it. I hope we create some problems with guys lining up and rush the punt and force some kicks.
Now you'd be involved in punt return. I mean, the guys that are actually returning the punt, or is that?
Yeah, well, which we've got a guy, Coach Williams handles our returners, but
Right.
we'll be involved in the return game as well.